Hey friends, Sandra here and welcome to my channel, Starsinpalm, and I'm doing a Project Life video for you guys. I know, finally. I've just been kind of like in a little bit of a funk with my Project Life and kind of just doing less this year, I guess, than last year, but I'm trying to get back into it because I know how much you guys enjoy them, and I enjoy looking back at the pages as well, so I'm trying not to be quite as lazy about it. This is just basically one of the October layouts that I'm doing, and I'm kind of trying to create kind of like something different that I've never done. It's hard to explain, but basically a pocket that kind of looks like, even though it's two 3x4s and the 4x6 all kind of looks like one pocket, if that makes any sense. You guys will see what I mean as I do this. But I wanted to see how this would look, and actually I think it came out pretty cute. It's kind of different, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. But I liked it, and I just wanted to try doing something new. I'm lining up these photos with some vellum to border them, and I'm going to be doing this to both photos because like I said, I'm trying to make it look cohesive. I just thought it would be fun to try something different. And then I cut apart this photo obviously because since these two cards are going to be in 3x4 pockets, they're not going to fit in that one. So I'm just kind of trying to position them so they look as best as possible. And I will also be adding some vellum to these as well, that pink vellum, to kind of just make them all kind of look cohesive and all. And then I'm using my Tombow tape runner to just tape all of these down. And as always, you guys, I will put links in the description box to all the products I use in this video. And if anything is not linked there, then it may possibly not be available. But as always, you guys can always shoot me a comment and let me know if there's something you see that you are trying to get a hold of or whatever. And I try my best to make that happen. And so right now I'm just taping those down. I really loved that dot paper that I had left over from like my click kit. So I decided to use it, and I just kind of was playing with the dimensions of what I wanted to do for this layout. I was kind of like, I kept going back and forth of what I wanted to do. And yes, those are the pumpkins that we carved for Halloween. I didn't carve all of those. I carved the Sally one. But I decided to put all of those in there because this was my first time carving a pumpkin, as you guys might know. For those of you who know, I posted it on Instagram. And my social media links are linked in the description box below as well, you guys. But yeah, I know what you're thinking. I can't believe you've never carved a pumpkin before. I don't know. My parents weren't really like pumpkin carving people, I guess. But I really loved the experience, and it was a lot more work than I thought it would be. I kind of picked a challenging one, and it wasn't my best work, but I still think it looks cute. And I loved all the pumpkins we all did. And I'm just using some of the stickers that match this collection is from We Are Memory Keepers, and I will link it in the description box below if I see that it's available. And I'm just adding the little pieces that I cut off that I cut off from the stickers all around the sides of the pages, because most of the time I usually throw those away, but every once in a while I like to see if I can reuse the pieces that I cut on the rest of my layout, because they usually just make it look really nice. And I also grabbed that yellow banner from the same sticker pack, and then I'm going to be using those navy and gold alpha stickers, which you guys know I loved. I'm going to be using them on this spread. I'm trying to do this thing where I don't hoard things that I like, because it's like, what are you hoarding them for? The project that will never happen. So I've started to be a lot better about just using the things that I like versus saving them for like the very specialist moment ever. And then I have these glitter hearts that I'm also using, and I've had that pack for forever, and I'm just trying to finish it off. But I love these hearts, so I mean, I'm sure I'll end up buying another pack once I finish these. And I did tape that banner down with, not tape it, stapled it down with my tiny attacher that you guys know I pretty much use all the time. Right now I'm just putting down this photo, and I'm using that blue paper that I really liked to mat it down. And now I'm using the fall stamp set that I created called Fall Planner Doodle, and I also have another set that matches kind of with this set that you can use together. But I thought it would be cool to kind of just stamp on this photo because I loved the fact that it was like this sunset picture that I got, but I just thought it would be fun to kind of just add a little something to it. And I've enjoyed stamping more on photos now that I've kind of gotten the hang of it, because you really want to be careful when you're stamping on photos that you don't end up smudging the stamp. I'm using archival ink, which I think works really well for this, as well as StazOn does, but you guys know that I'm all about that archival ink, so I really love this specific one from Ranger. It's one of my all-time faves, as you guys probably know. And I'm just stamping all around, kind of creating a little cluster in the middle of the photo. Like I said, I just felt like I wanted to add something to the photo without taking away too much from it. And so I started layering the little leaves from that stamp set, and then I'm just using the little circle bits as well. All of these things work great to create clusters and to just even create like wreaths. So that was kind of the idea behind this. And I ended up stamping, as you can see, a few other things there, but I really love the way that that looks, and I was going for a very fallish look, so I think I achieved that. And then for this next card, which is actually cut down from a 12 by 12 paper that I had also, and it's kind of has an ombre effect going on around it, I'm going to be stamping another piece from my stamp set that says things I love about. And you could always put autumn underneath it because you also get that word in that stamp set. Those are made to work together. But I just decided to kind of just do my own script underneath it just for funsies. And I am using my Tombow pen, and I'm just adding fall underneath there, and then I left a little space there where I'm going to stamp the little apple from my set. I just thought it would be fun to kind of like do a build a card. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm making it a thing. A build a card instead of build a bear. And so I just decided to add a different little elements from that stamp set just to make my own project life card basically. And then I wanted to use the little leaf in the set to add little points for writing things, which I usually use this in my planner in the same way, just to create little points. So I thought it'd be cute to do the same thing for this Project Life card. And then I decided to add kind of just a few things that I really do love about fall and October in general. And I just used my Sharpie fine point, and there you have it. And then I'm just adding, like, I thought about adding more to that card, but I wanted to keep it simple. And this card does kind of change. I was playing with the idea of using that card, but switched to this card, which is also from Cut Aparts that match that We Are Memory Keepers collection. Like I said, if I can remember to, I will link it in the description box below. I had these tiny word stickers that I had in my stash that are from crepe paper that I really love because they're like white and gold, and the white is kind of like an ivory colorish kind of thing going on. So I decided to cut those down and kind of just add words inside this card because I love the little natural reef that's on there, and I kind of thought that that went really well. And it also has kind of like a minty ombre going on the bottom, and then it just lightens up, so I really love the way that that looks. And I pretty much need no excuse to use tiny word stickers, as you guys know, so they're kind of like one of my go-to things in project life. I know we probably all have those, where things that you kind of like revert back to whenever you're doing a spread, and it's just like your comfort zone. Those are tiny word stickers for me. I just feel like they always look great on a spread, and it's just a fun way to kind of just dress up a card. So I kind of just, this is kind of like a filler card, but I wanted to make it really fun and pretty, and I really like the way that it looks simple like that. I'm kind of trying to do the whole, less is more thing, but you guys know I struggle with that. I'm in between. I feel like I'm in between someone who puts a lot and someone who puts not enough. I'm kind of that in between person, if that makes sense. I had that minty kind of label thing in my stash forever from like a Heidi Swap pack that I had, so I don't even remember the name of that, but I know it's from that. And then that sticker and that butterfly are from the same collection that I've been using, which is from We Are Memory Keepers and their sticker pack. And I figured I would add that butterfly because I had butterflies going on the other side of my layout that I did. So I figured this would kind of help balance out that whole thing. And I added some foam dots to that just to prop it up. And I'm also going to add a heart as well that has like blue and gold. And I believe it's from like a Maggie Holmes ephemera pack. I can't remember at the moment, but I had that in my stash as well because I organize things by colors. So I keep all my blues and golds together and different things like that. And I will have more videos like that for you guys because I know you guys have asked me how I organize my project life cards or different things like that. So I do want to do some videos to show you guys exactly what I do for my organization. So that will be coming up soon. And I had this flower ephemera piece also in my stash, and I believe that is actually from a Maggie Holmes pack. And I just cut that into pieces so that I could kind of layer it and add dimension. And I added some of my foam tape, which is also something I generally use in most of my videos because I just love adding dimensions to things. And I ended up using that other leaf as well. And I'm just kind of trying to create a like balanced cluster here. I added another glitter heart as well. And basically that card is done, and I really love the way that it looks, and I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. And if you want to see more Project Life videos, be sure and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and leave me some comments because you guys know I always love hearing from y'all. And yeah, I will see you guys again soon, and be sure and check out the links in the description box if you want to follow me on my other social media sites as well. See you later, guys. Bye!